Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Right off the bat, I love this episode. Let's start off with Marlena and the devil. So Marlena agrees to stay with him for eternity, give up her soul in exchange for Kate and Kayla to go to heaven. Meanwhile, you got Nick Fallon's that they're telling um Nick isn't it they're telling Kate and Kayla that he's Steve, John and Rome are planning on taking out Orpheus. And for a hot minute, Kate doesn't believe her. He really doesn't believe him at all. Because apparently they got TV in purgatory. So he's able to sit there and replay the part where Rome agrees to, take out Orpheus. And now Kate is upset with Steve, and they're telling Kate, "Oh, I can't believe that Steve talked Roman into doing this, that, and the third." So at some point when Nick leaves, Kate's like, how did you get through? How did you get to the outside to talk to to talk to Steve? And she's like, she kind of explains it in this weird half-ass way, pretty much. But what wound up happening is that somehow Kate is able to send Rome a message. Now, I haven't been watching the show that long, and I don't really know much about Anna, except for there's a lot of times she comes across as a dingbat. But to be honest, at least in this episode, she might have came across as probably the most sanest person in this town. So she's not there telling Rome, about the ashes and stuff like that, and, save a little bit for yourself. Because she walks in and, she overhears Rome that they're talking about, oh, we got to finish the plan, we got to finish where we started, something like that. We get into talking. There's one point where Anna's that they're talking about snorting ashes like a line of you know what, and I'm just like, what? And then she names drops Keith Richards, which I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently I think it was Keith Richards that snorted somebody ashes inside of him so this way I guess they can live on forever, something like that. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Now I gotta sit there and go on the internet and find out if that's true. But during their talk, Anna seems like she's just being really sweet and kind, and I'm just like, wasn't that the same selfish chick that, in Beyond Days, she took the necklace to try to save her child's relationship, even though that John and Marlena was like, yo, we need this. She decided to do it for herself because she just decided to do that. So I was really surprised when she came over there being so nice and sweet and everything. So at some point, Rome overhears Kate and, telling him to stop the plan, don't do this, don't damn your soul or anything like that. And with that being said, he's not there, he's talking to the urn. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, just like, Kate, who? Like, Kate's right here. Kate's not talking back to you or anything like that. Rome is like, no, I heard Kate talk to me. And she's like, you know what? I'm not surprised in this town. And I'm sitting there thinking, so let me get this straight. Trip, who was possessed by the devil, didn't believe Steve. John, who fought the devil more than once, didn't believe that Kayla could talk to Steve. But Anna, the woman I've been calling a dingbat, from day one I've been watching this show, she's just like, well, I'm not surprised given the town that we live in. I'm like, what? So, again, Marlena agrees to take the deal. She goes upstairs and she tells the ladies that, listen, y'all two can go into heaven, but, in order to do that, I had to sit there and sacrifice myself. And Kayla is like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, oh, that's not right. And, Kate's like, yeah, well, I mean, I want to thank you for your sacrifice. And I'm just like, just the way she was just so blase blah, like, Kate was like, no, we can't go through this. And, it's like, well, we're not going to be happy. And Kate's like, wait, there's no we involved. I mean, you may not be happy, but me, I'm just sitting there living a vida loca. Like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, the way she just kept expressing, like, well, there's nothing we can really sit there and do to stop it. So, we just want to thank you for your service. And I'm just like, wow, Kate. But eventually Kate did come around. And she was like, all right, no. All three of us going to sit there and stick together, because Nick was like, listen, if y'all two don't go or Marlena doesn't agree, then all three are going down here forever. So Kate was like, no, we're going to sit there and face this together, all three of us. And there was just something about this scene that was like a mixture of comedy and, like, I guess, sisterhood in some sort of way, even though, let's be honest, it's not like Kate was really on board. Because if Kayla would have been like, well, there's nothing we can do right now, but we can try later, Kate would have just went right on upstairs. Okay? So I found that scene particularly funny and just really interesting to watch. Now, of course, you got, downstairs, well, in Earth, you got Orpheus that's just really suspicious of Lucas. And he's like, something's kind of off. Like, there's no way he could have got drunk that fast. And, he went in the trash. Well, I think he saw the bottle on the floor or whatever. And then you looked inside the garbage and realized all that wasted alcohol is in the trash. Because he was like, I smell a red or whatever. Meanwhile, Lucas let both of those two in, Steve and John. And a doctor comes in. He's like, who are you two? And they made it seem like, oh, we're from the night shift or whatever. You're not used to seeing our faces. So for the most part, they kind of just let it go. They did constantly telling Lucas, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be a part of this. You need to sit there and be there for Allie. So eventually he does wind up leaving. Orpheus walks in there and he sees both Steve and John. They talk for a little bit, and the whole time I'm just like, there's a lot of talking, there's not a lot of killing. Where's the killing part? You're supposed to be gone. You're supposed to be dead. Why is he not dead yet? But their plan is to sit there and make it look like an accident. Rome, he does tell Anna, and he tries to call it off. They're not answering, so he goes down into the prison to see, try to stop this. So he talked to Lucas, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, I guess he had to sit there and talk to Lucas, because it wasn't like he was going to be able to go to the infirmary or anything like that. Meanwhile, they're going to sit there and make it look like an accident. And towards the end of the episode, Rome is like, well, before you do that, I mean, not Rome, Orpheus is like, before you do this, I got something to say. And he's like, do you want to sit there and find out who's really responsible for your wise steps? And I'm just like, it was you. I mean, yeah, he might have known who took the orchid, but you're still responsible. So, after they hear what they have to hear, I mean, does it even really matter? I mean, really? I know what they're gonna do, and I'm not gonna lie. The way they left it off, I was like, all right, oh yeah. Now I wonder, are they actually gonna show a Monday's episode because it is President's Day? Good cliffhanger though. Good cliffhanger. It's so weird for me to sit there and say I really enjoy Doug or Bill Hayes, playing as the devil. There was only, well, I think everyone that was the devil was kind of cool in some way. But honestly, tell you the truth, that the best one was Johnny. When Johnny got possessed, he didn't just have a certain personality. I mean, the dude had a fashion sense with it. I mean, he had the red blazer and everything like that, and the red tie and the black. I was like, yo, That kind of, I still want to get that suit. Yeah, I still want to get that suit. I still want to get that suit. But just in general, it's really good to sit there and see Bill Hayes play the devil again. Um, Side note, was anyone actually creeped out by like the sounds that they were playing in the background? Like, I guess all the tortured souls and like the brimstone fire, whatever the brimstone fire, whatever they want to sit there and call it. Um, Very curious about that. Let me just double check my notes. Yeah. hmm I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened in the episode. All in all, it was a good episode. So if you didn't watch it, definitely watch it. Days has been killing it all week. Even on the episodes where it got on my nerves, like the dinner scene with Eric and Nicole and Sloan and EJ, which was really irritating to watch. They still managed to find a way to bring it home. All the episodes this week, in some way, bring it home. Um, I really do wish that GH can actually step it up. Well, let me take that back. Geez, the last two episodes, I'm including today because I know it's going to be good, and yesterday was actually good. But I'm just like, come on, seriously? You what about Monday through Wednesday? Anyway, you know what? They're on a good roll now, so hopefully they keep on that pace. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So if I did miss anything, let me know in the comments section. Also, if I did miss anything, come to the live stream. I do that tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Definitely come through. It's a lot of fun. We have a really great group. Also, I do live streams for members only. That is Saturday, Sundays, $4.99, exclusive videos, shout outs. We have a really good group that's growing. So definitely think about joining that as well. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.